Well, this is weird. Well, welcome to the couch. Today, I'm going to be testing 2 amps. An NUX 3-watt tabletop amp, or desktop amp as it says. And, how the hell am I going to do this? A Fender Mustang LT 25 watt amp. I wonder if there's any similarities or lack thereof. Anyway, let's get straight into it, shall we? Welcome to the floor. And well, I think I should point out the first thing is well, the size difference. Like, Jesus Christ, over 2 times. Now this is gonna be fun. So for this test, I'm going to be using the same guitar because, well, I only have one guitar. Well, one electric guitar. And we're going to play the same 3 things, so this is going to probably get really boring really quickly. On the first preset, because I'll be like, yeah. And then we're going to see what each amp has to offer. So I think the logical thing to do would be to start with the tiny amp. The logical thing to do first would be to start with the 3-watt amp, which on the back, as you can see, it has a DC input, this thing, a USB input, the thing that is connected to my mic, and it takes batteries. A whole 8 of them, I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 batteries. You can afford them. Not me. Ha! Not me at all. Anyway, I've had this amp for ages. So, let's test it, shall we? Oh, my arm. That's why I always got to turn on the power. And we'll use a cable. That is one thing with this amp. It does make quite a lot of static noise, even when it's not plugged in. So, if you do get one of these and don't want that static noise while you're setting up, I'd switch it off. So we're going to test it with both the amp, with both the cable and the wireless. Let's go. Reverb. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's start on a lower volume, shall we? So about 25%. So let's do, oh, I don't know. That was wrong. Lovely. Now let's try an arpeggio on it. As you can see, pretty good amp for that. Let's go to half volume, and it already sounds a lot beefier, and you can hear the minimal amount of reverb. By the way, like not that much. You can already hear that starting to pop through more. It sounds really good. I don't know if you can hear it properly because of the mic and how far away it is, but it does sound. One little feature of the NUX amps is they come with an app which lets you pick from 7 different presets slots and 21 amps, 19 different pedal effects, loads of different these blue IR things, 11 types of modulation, 5 types of delay, and 5 types of reverb with one noise gate. As you can see, I have the guitar pedal up top. That is, wow, that is really focused. Is this a sign to bring the... Yeah, I think it's a sign to bring the guitar pedal down. So I clearly have the guitar pedal here, overdrived up on the warm setting. Meaning that we can turn the gain down on there. And now let's play. Where's my pick? So let's try it. What I should probably do first? Should probably turn off the distortion on the amp. Now it doesn't really seem to be... I think that this amp is really good actually, because it's great for practicing, but it's not that great for really loud playing. Because if you put the gain all the way up, which you shouldn't do, but we're going to do it anyway, yeah, it breaks the speaker. Then you got to turn it off and turn it back on. So don't put the gain all the way up with a guitar pedal on, because it will break the speaker. Anyway, next amp is the Fender amp, which has a lot more... The Fender amp has a lot more options for making it cleaner, I suppose. So that the closest that the NUX has to being a clean tone is a jazz amp. Go. Okay. So up top you've got the gain, volume, treble, bass, master, and this screen with this knob there next to it, and that lets you change through all of the 60 presets you have. Now it says 60, but in fact you have 30 that Fender made for you and 30 you can make yourself, and one of the 30 presets is actually an acoustic guitar simulator. So it sounds like an acoustic. And it sounds really good with the pedal on. I know that was the wrong chord. Anyway, so that was the acoustic guitar. It also has a space travel effect on it. If you can guess what song I just played, I will pin your comment. Anyway. So it has a Fender Clean, which sounds like that. Definitely getting a lot more bass through the floor, even with the bass turned down to 0 with the Fender Clean one, opposed to the acoustic sim, which is more. And it sounds good on all the pickup options. In fact, I'll play you all 3 pickup options. So. Now this is the Fender Clean on all 3 pickups. The reverb on the other amp. Well, on the Fender amp, it has a Arena amp. A bit much, I know, it's more for slow stuff like. So this amp is definitely better for people who want to explore making different presets for their amp for different things, because there's 60 slots for you. And the only bad thing about the Fender Mustang LT25 is, unlike the NUX, it doesn't come with an amp. There is a Fender amp, but it's not for this amp in particular. And this pedal is also really good with both of these amps. This amp is amazing for practicing, you know, or if you're on the go or in public and you don't really want to disturb that many people. That's the Nux. Shit. But the Fender is good for taking to school, taking to gigs, because it's more than loud enough. It will never compete against a Boss Katana, which is a 50 watt amp, so half the power is the full power of this beast of an amp, which I wouldn't get a Boss Katana in my room because of, well, you can probably hear that doesn't sound the greatest because of, well, I live in a tiny room. But this amp does me perfectly, and the USB thing for recording, so that goes from the amp to your laptop. and you can record. Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little comparison of the baby amp and the big boy amp. If you did, like and subscribe for another video, and I'll see you in the next one.